Good morning, student. Today we will study about the interfacing IC 8251. It is also known as UJART. UJART means universal synchronous asynchronous receiver and transmitter. So basically, this interfacing IC is used to transfer the data in serial form. So why we use to transfer the data in serial form? The reason is that whenever we transfer the data to a long distance, it is uh, advantageous that the data should be transferred in the serial form. So whenever we transfer data to a long distance, we transfer the data in serial form, and to transfer the data in serial form, we use the IC 8251, means UJART, Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. So basically, there are two types of input devices which can be transfer the data. So these I say they are serial devices or parallel. Data can be transferred from the input device either in serial form or either in parallel form. If we transfer data in serial form, it will be cheaper and slower. But if we choose the data to transfer in parallel form, it will be faster and limited to the small distance. But this is the main disadvantage to transfer the data in parallel form. It is limited to small distance because it will be very costly, expensive. It will be very expensive to install the circuits, to install the lines between the transmitter and the receiver. So here we can say data transmission. There are two types of data transmission, parallel and serial. Whereas the serial transmission, there are two types, asynchronous and synchronous. So here we can see that this is the diagram for serial transmission, in which there is a sender and there is a receiver. Sender means transmitter TX and it is RX receiver. So transmitter and receiver, there is only one line. One line is required between the transmitter and receiver, and through this line, through this path, only there are one path is established. Yeah, one line is established between the transmitter and receiver, and through this path data is transmitted in one by one. All the bits will be transferred one by one, means in serial form. So at a time, one bit will be transferred between the sender and receiver. But in parallel communication, there are multiples path between the transmitter and receiver. There are the multiple paths. So multiple bits can be transferred between the transmitter and receiver at a time. So that's why this is faster and this is slower. But this is the main disadvantage of the parallel communication. It is very expensive to establish the communication between the transmitter and receiver. The cost will be very high, whereas in serial transmission it will be very cheap. But the disadvantage is that it is a slow communication, but it is a fast communication. Although the serial communication is preferred to transfer a data when we have to transfer a data to a long distance. So serial communication, serial transmission is used, and we have studied that serial transmission there are also two types, asynchronous and synchronous. In asynchronous transmission, each byte is encoded for transmission. मीन्स जो भी डाटा को हमें भेजना होता है उसको हम इनकोड करते हैं. इनकोड मीन्स डाटा के साथ हम स्टार्ट बिट स्टॉप बिट्स ऐड करते हैं. केवल डाटा नहीं जाता है, डाटा के साथ असिंक्रोनस में स्टार्ट बिट भी सेंड करते हैं और स्टॉप बिट्स भी करते हैं. And no need for the sender or receiver synchronization, means no clock pulse is required to synchronize the transmitter and receiver in asynchronous. Whereas in synchronous, sender and receiver must be synchronized, means clock pulse is required between the transmitter and receiver so that they are synchronized same time simultaneously. And block of data can be sent it is more efficient but expensive. So there is a asynchronous transmission. In sender or receiver, data is transmitted in form of formats, particular formats in which along with the data we also send the start bit and stop bit, and there is a gap between the start bit and stop bits. Whereas in synchronous transmission, data are transferred in form of packets, so there is no gap between the transmitter and between the sender or receiver. So this is asynchronous transmission, which shows that this is a data which we have to transmit, but this data will send the start bit. This is a start bit which is always low, and this is a stop bits. Start bit and stop bits. So stop bits will always be high and start bit will always low. This will be the standard format when we transmit the data in asynchronous mode. So along with the data we will send start bit as well as the stop bit. The size of the start bit will always 1 bit. In form of start bit we will transmit the one binary bit, and that binary bit will be low. And when we transmit the stop bits may be 1 bit, 1.5 bit and 2 bits. There are different formats in which we can send the stop bits: 1, 1.5 and 2 bits. And it should be remembered that stop bits will always be high. So this is the format, this is the data, and along with the data we will transmit the start bit and stop bit. This is the serial form which we show that the data we will send the start bit, synchronous mode. We no start bit or stop bits. No start bit or stop bits are transferred with the data, and only synchronous character are used with the data to provide the synchronization between the transmitter and receiver. So this is the serial data transmission, asynchronous and synchronous. This shows that in asynchronous mode we will transmit the data with the start bit and stop bits, but no clock signals are required. Whereas in synchronous mode clock signal is required and no start bit, stop bits are used. Now 8251 we will study what is the function of 8251 UART. So 8251 is used for serial data communication. So as the peripheral device of microcomputer system, the 8251 receives the data from the CPU. CPU always communicate in the parallel form. CPU or microprocessor will always communicate in the parallel form, but we have to transfer the data in serial form. So it is the duty of 8251 that it receives the data from the CPU in parallel form and convert it into the serial form and transmit to the receiver. So this is the duty of 8251. So 8251 क्या करता है? The 8251 receives the parallel data from the CPU and transmit serial data after conversion, means parallel to serial conversion करता है ये. And also this device also receives the serial data from the outside. जो ट्रांसमीटर और रिसीवर होते हैं दोनों के पास एक यूजर्ट होता है. ट्रांसमीटर सेक्शन में यूजर्ट का काम क्या होता है कि सीपीयू से डाटा को रिसीव करना पैरेलल फॉर्म में, और पैरेलल से उसी डाटा को पैरेलल से सीएल के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना और उसको रिसीवर को भेज देना. और रिसीवर पे जो यूजर्ट होगा वो डाटा को सीएल फॉर्म में रिसीव करेगा एंड इट कन्वर्ट्स द सीएल टू पैरेलल कन्वर्जन. ये डाटा को सीएल से पैरेलल फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करेगा एंड दैट ट्रांसमिट द पैरेलल डाटा इनटू द सीपीयू. सो दिस इज द बेसिक फंक्शन ऑफ द UART. So the UART asynchronous receiver transmitter, means synchronous, is capable of implementing either an asynchronous or synchronous serial data communication. So this is the block diagram of UART. The block diagram of UART will be studied in the next lecture. So okay, thanks.